plants were a weird touch. The plants weren't necessary. I preferred the empty space that was there. But that's my own personal complaints. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Bronze Tacos Nerf League. Tonight we have a match between our undefeated Rebel Squad and the up-and-coming passive-aggressive Raptors. As always, I am your host, Chaos Axel. Joining me tonight is the always wonderful Dat Fat Cat Sat. How are you this evening, Cat?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I don't know how I feel about what you guys did to my casting booth here. It's been a long time since I've been up here, but you can't just change stuff like that on me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just complaining about the void I have pictured in my head for what the casting office actually looks like. And I'm picturing that you
Oh,
guys added plants, and I'm picturing that I'm not a fan of it. But anyway, that's my own personal complaints aside. So, like I said, tonight we have a matchup between Rebel Squad, who have really blown Season 2 out of the water and defied all expectations for this season. Very impressive work. Versus our passive-aggressive Raptors, a new-coming team in Season 2 that have been making some waves. They have a couple of map wins under their belt, so I'm really interested to see what they're going to be able to bring to the table tonight. Any early predictions, Kat? I am kind of I don't know if I actually read your predictions. So who do you think's got this, or what do you think's gonna happen?
it's a tough matchup from both sides. Of course, we see Rebel Squad undefeated. They are tops with their map wins right now, but passive aggressive Raptors bring a lot to the table. And I've played them before. In particular, I'm scared of Ragnarok Alex's DPS Moira, which I mentioned in my power rankings. Um, and Demonic Warhead is an awesome DPS, so it'll be interesting to see what they
I
bring.
mean, you say DPS Moira, you could just say Moira. Like we all know that Moira's a DPS.
This is true. In all the Plat games, you will see this.
I'm gonna take that as a personal jab, but we're gonna go past it. Um, on the other side, Rebel Squad having come together very strongly in season two here. Changes in their offseason still making a big splash and impact against every team that they faced so far. I know there's been a lot of buzz around Creation, one of their star DPS players, and then just the general team synergy that is exactly what you'd want to see from a team in our league. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna bring to the table. So we have just a bit of a delay here, where the passive aggressive Raptors are trying to get their members together here. They are currently missing a couple of people that they wanted to be in their starting lineup. So I guess in the meantime, I'm going to go scope out the Twitch chat and see what I've done wrong, because they're going to tell me what I've done wrong, because they're such helpful people.
What did
Uh,
you do wrong? Everything looks good.
I don't know, man. If something's off, they'll tell me, and I trust my chat to be able to do that. So, but
I mean,
anyway, it's.
you didn't misspell any team names like usual, so you're good
Oh
there on
my
that front.
God. Well, I mean, if you're just gonna hit it on the head like that, then yeah, that's about what I'm looking for. Is just quick correction. Could do like Rebel Squid or do the AP Raptors.
That would drive me bonkers from a spelling standpoint.
So the
Those
chat
two.
is watching me hovering over the team names now, making this mental debate on if I'm gonna do it or not.
So the first map we're gonna see tonight is Dorado. It's
Hmm.
it's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful map and it allows for a lot of
Boats.
different comps. But I'm thinking that whoever is defending first, we might see a Bastion, which is a popular defensive strat, especially on this first point.
Definitely. There's a lot of high ground that you're able to just walk him up to. I mean, and if you have a Symmetra, you can be a little tricky about the placement, but it's pretty easy to get a decent bunker set up here. I don't know, and I have a love-hate relationship with that, where it can be effective, but I also feel like you give up way too much room early if you end up running that strategy,
Mhm.
and I very much prefer to stop exactly when somebody's trying to push up, rather than giving them all the way around that first corner and potentially into the second corner before you stop them.
Indeed.
But
Yep.
that's just me.
Like wow. Wow, you can really dance says you either full hold or make it to the end. So, yeah, very true. This first point is kind of easily holdable, at
Hmm.
times. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's it can be the flip of a coin, if just one crack in the bunker and then it all falls apart, people are falling down at different angles, not grouping up, and I feel like, you can lose it right in that moment. Or your bunker holds completely strong and the other team isn't able to find that crack, and then boom, you're there for 4 minutes and it's over.
Chaos, what kind of comp do you like to run on defense here?
So, are you asking what comp I think is effective or what comp I like to run? Because those are two very different answers.
Oh, well, you probably like to run the Reaper or some nonsense.
Well, I don't know about on
In
defense.
in your eyes, what is the most effective defensive comp?
Personally, I've taken a liking to bunker on a lot of maps like this where you can set it up effectively. It can be very easily breakable with the right picks, but if you again, it goes back to if a team isn't coordinated enough to take advantage of when a Sombra or a Reaper starts to disrupt the bunker, then it's just gonna end up being a 5v6 because your flanker is gonna be dead before you can do anything. So I feel like bunker is very effective on the first point, and it's really only the first point and maybe the third point that you could establish a good bunker, for me at least. Otherwise, I'm a big fan of the standard 2-2-2 and just kind of running it right up into someone's face, and not giving them any room if you can avoid it.
Very well answered. And you see, is this the last person joining from the
He
Raptors
is for
team?
the Raptors, correct? Yep. Okay, but it looks like he's actually just going to be a sub for the next two games, I believe. I'm going to
Okay,
double
he
check
has joined.
that.
Star, that
Uh oh.
melty hot Cheetos, which she is attributing to what Torb's ult is.
I mean, for certain skins, yeah, absolutely. What about you, Kat? What are your thoughts on a good defense? Or I answer defense. What do you think is a good way to break through the defenses that you see on Dorado? What's a good attack positioning?
I think I'm kind of fond of going around on the right-hand side, so just avoiding that
Mm,
inevitable bastion,
hmm
going up the stairs, going through that catwalk, and then taking the fight to the bastion. So they'll be forced to move, get off the high ground, and then just push the payload from there.
Words after my own heart.
Just rock a Zarya, get yourself a Zarya friend like we
hmm
have in the last Brown, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Having those couple seconds potentially of protection can be pretty important to be able to get your flanker in there long enough to kill that bastion. Okay. But anyway, so it looks like we are not bringing in Dr. Schuttenheimer for this one, and we've got confirmation that the Raptors are ready to go. Um,
Nice,
I'm going to double
nice.
check. Cole said he was ready a little while ago. I'm going to make sure that he's still good, and then yeah, we'll be good to go then.
So the Raptors are rocking the P's.
We
Is
had
Rebel
some
Squad just gonna?
S's there for a minute, but they might be going A just as a counter to the P's. We'll see.
I always like seeing the coordination of icons.
It is fun, definitely. You see some interesting things. So we have a Ryan and a Hanzo and three S's. So it's not quite the ass that we've seen from the European teams before. Oh, we're getting more S's though. This is a long ass now.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm not wrong, okay? Like it's Reinhardt and then just an A with a bunch of S's, okay? All right. I'm just waiting to hear from Cole. Okay, he is good. So we are gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. It is a Reinhardt and a long ass. Let's go. Maybe
You
Ryan is
can't
the
go wrong
Cole
with
is the
that.
rebel there of the rebel squad and their icons.
Oh man. So let's see who's attacking first.
But here we go. Okay. Alrighty. So here we are in Dorito. First,
Oh my gosh.
as my chat knows, exactly where I'm going to go and shake my camera at.
The boats. I'm
The
already headed there, so you
boats.
can
Here we go. We
see.
shake our head at the boats. What do we say to the god of boats? Not today. All right. So, boat shaking aside, couple seconds away here from us seeing what we're gonna get from both of these teams to start. I'm excited. Hopefully we get some craziness to start here. I know you love Bastion comps, so hopefully we'll see a Bastion.
I so much do.
All right, and it looks like we're going to be having the Rebel Squad defending first, and we've got the Raptors on attack first here. Quick looking it over, this seems pretty standard for the Rebel Squad. The Mei actually a bit of a surprise pick, but at the same time, I guess not on defense. But they aren't running a Bastion comp. They aren't really running a bunker. They're running a standard 2-2-2. And it's looking like the other side is almost mirroring exactly what they've got, Mercy instead of Omoira, but it should be interesting. We'll see what we're going to get here. All right.
Should indeed.
So we see Raptors immediately ready to just come right out the gate, and Rebel Squad is not going to meet them there, and that's kind of my point of contention. Good placement of the shield there to be able to just move the payload up. And then they're going to have to give up some room here, and they're going to get this... Ooh, Yawning Grave with a quick pick on a Ragnarok on the Sombra there. Traps are dangerous for your flankers, kids. So, but Rebel Squad quickly backing off of the high ground here, willing to give it up and give more room to the Raptors to be able to fight them on ground level. But, yeah.
The creations got knocked off the top level there, so it kind of like ruined that little first defense.
There's a hack onto, looks like the Junkrat, and he's going to go down. Trade-off Guardian for Jandros as far as Orisas go. See a Frozen Diva in there. We have a res come through. It does come through for Jandros. So Creation getting a pick onto Ragnarok, though. Ragnarok having a really rough time trying to get the flank there. There's a good wall that's cut off the camera, as well as a couple of members for Rebel Squad here. Or for, not Rebel Squad, for the Raptors. We get a DMAC. And maybe a couple more feet. Oh, we have the Mei kind of jumping in here, getting a good wall, trying to freeze up this Lucio. Not quite enough. And the Mei got hacked and does fall into a trap and dies. Creation is down. But Yawning Grave picking Demonic Warhead back. But we have another res. The picks are coming in so slowly. The Jibba's Mercy's resed every time. Here comes the Diva Bomb, though. Lucio ult in response, and we get nothing.
We might see a tire here.
Yeah, it's very possible. Ult economy is pretty strong. Here we go. Just like you said, both, actually. Tires are just going to blow each other up, apparently. Or at each other. I don't know. But this is still resulting in little bitty bits of progress. Demonic does get Yawning Grave. It looked like he stepped in a trap there. There we go. So ult's coming down from both sides. We have both defensive ults coming in from the Rebel Squad. Ooh. Here comes a Diva Bomb going into the back line of Rebel Squad. It does get Dark Guardian. There's that Mei ult that you were talking about, getting a freeze on to pretty much everybody. But the picks are actually coming through for Raptors. Mei ult be damned. They are pushing through and killing Rebel Squad right now. So we see Baby Coltrane here just hiding in the back. I think he finally got spotted. He's finally dead. But he actually stalled for a bit. Baby Coltrane! DMAC Coltrane! And that's going to be first point going over to the Raptors. A lot of back and forth fighting almost nonstop, but it was at a controlled pace that the Raptors never really felt like they were losing. Every time that the Rebel Squad backed off, they took a couple more inches here and there.
We do have 200 bits from Rocky Top.
Hey, Rocky.
Sharing Go Yawning, see some fat tires, so thank you, Rocky, for the bits.
Oof. And Creation picks up Demonic trying to run up there. Go ahead.
We have Kurogi Star subscribing with Twitch Prime, so this is 2 months in a row for her. Thank you, Star. She's amazing.
Am I still going? I think I'm on 3 months now. Excuse me. Okay, so more fighting, as is the customary with these games. So again, just and there's both tires simultaneously again. One gets picked, and Yawning Grave ends up picking up safety foam with his tire. So here comes good res from behind the wall there. Go ahead.
But Creations has switched off the Mei onto the Hanzo, already has his dragons.
Wow, yeah, I saw that he switched. I was watching him. Speak of the devil, from the side, good angle there. But that's going to force a Lucio ult. Safety foam's caught in a trap there. He does get out without dying. And again, I like what the Raptors are doing here. Like, this is... Yawning Grave gets a pick on a Demonic. Here comes a Diva Bomb coming down. Does pick off Jandros Quandary. Alright, it's finally starting to feel like the Raptors are losing a fight. Yep. Jibba goes down to Acting General, and we're seeing a retreat coming in from some of the members. Ragnarok does pick off Yawning Grave, a little out of sync with the rest of the team, but it picks a pick. Okay. So, finally a stop from Rebel Squad. Good on them to finally get the Raptors to stop pushing up like they have been. That's not the one I wanted.
I think we're gonna potentially see a EMP bomb.
I mean, that's the dream. That's what you certainly hope for. Or not. I mean, Creation could just pick off the EMP right there. So no such luck. Let's go ahead. There we go. I'm gonna hover on Creations for a minute here. Coltrane getting a pick on Ajandros is pretty big. Look at this. He's doing really... Oh, good stop. He's just taking a shot and getting behind cover. He's doing a really great job with that Hanzo. Oh, he knew the Sombra was there. Couldn't find him, though. Great pick there. Great stop of the res. And Rebel Squad, again, digging their heels in, not willing to give up any more ground. So back over to the Raptors. We see ult economy is pretty strong right now for the Raptors. They have 5 of their 6. Rebel Squad isn't too far behind now. 2 ults up, but 3 now. And they're going to have the other two of their other 3 ults very quickly. So this is going to probably come down to a big ult shootout here, if I had to guess. Oh, and Creation again on this Hanzo is causing so much trouble. Oh, that's a great hack bomb. It only gets Stony Baroni, and Coltrane actually picks off the D.Va before the remech. Rez comes onto Mythical's D.Va. Oh, Coltrane's going to ult to get his mech back. Doesn't get anybody. Going to get the mech back, though. Here comes the tire. Both tires again. They're just waiting for each other. Ooh, Yawning Grave with a good double and the other tire. Well done.
Simultaneous tires. 3 in a row.
Every single time. This is wild, man. And yeah, and plus picking up that Orisa afterwards. Like, the Raptors have switched to a Wrecking Ball just for the speed to get back, but they need to just group everybody together and get to the point as soon as possible. He's caught in a trap, unfortunately, so he's dead already. Good idea, but immediate death by that trap, unfortunately. We got a res on a Ragnarok, the Moira that you were talking about. They have 3 healers right now. Creation's picking him off again, though. Here we go. It's starting to feel like Rebel Squad's has got fine control of this. All right, D.Va dropping out of the sky here to try and hold it as long as possible here. But it's not going to be enough, and I don't believe there's anybody else that's going to be able to get there in time. So excellent hold by Rebel Squad, establishing dominance there.
Oh, Sombe, Hex, thank you for the cheer. Looks like 200 bits. That was very kind of you. Thank you.
All right, so here we go. We are moving on here. So now we're going to see the flip-flop here, see what Rebel Squad's going to bring on attack. And I don't know, I mean, Mei can be a good pick, but I think that was probably the most effective that we saw Ragnarok Sombra was when he was able to hack that Mei, and, you know, then you just kind of have a slow sniper at that point. So, but there was such a huge momentum shift when Creation switched over to that Hanzo. Like, holy crap, he just took complete control of the game at that point. And they kept sending 1 or 2 up to try and stop him, and he just picked them off left and right. So, excellent play by Creation to kind of establish the dominance that Rebel Squad needed.
And don't forget about Yawning Grave on the Junkrat.
Oh, absolutely.
Tons of damage.
Cleaning up
Tires
everything else.
Every fight. Successful tires and just getting a ton of kills. Excellent job.
Yeah, definitely Yawning Grave putting in work is that Junkrat. So Rocky cheering out for the Junkrat there. Apparently that gave him some magical Junkrat powers, and he had a lot of good play with them.
Yep. Thank you, Rocky, for the 300 bits. That Junkrat, though. Hi. Thank you, Rocky.
All right, so
I agree.
Interesting setup coming in from the passive-aggressive Raptors on defense. I don't see a Pharah too often on defense, but if you look at the setup from Rebel Squad, that actually makes a lot of sense. They don't have a good answer right now with Creation on the Hamster. And they're running a 3-2-1 with their 1 DPS being Yawning Grave on a Reaper to bust up tanks. So I think that can definitely be very effective. We're going to see what happens, though. So wall comes up. Kind of teams are a little split apart here. That's a good freeze on Nicole. No picks yet, though. Slam comes down. Rebel Squad holding together well. Oh, there we go. Oh, these walls. Coltrane getting the first pick on the Demonic Warhead's Pharah. So, and Yawning Grave getting killed by Safety Foam's Lucio. Oh, that Ryan is frozen finally, so that's a shield down, but Jibba and the rest of the team not able to take full advantage of it just yet. Oh, and we see Creation's Wrecking Ball just kind of trying to wreak havoc in the backline. Hasn't really stopped rolling all that much, just kind of disrupting. Moira all coming through very quickly from both sides now, crossing the streams. And we've got, Demonic Warhead gets 2 picks now onto Rebel Squad. Oh, and that's a good teleport away from Demonic. I have no idea where the heck he went.
Far away.
But, Demonic switched to the Reaper. I just kind of made that connection now. So no more Pharah. It's, Demonic has switched over to the Reaper, and Creation switched off of the Wrecking Ball and onto that Hanzo that was so effective in the first round. So we'll see if it has similar effects on attack here. So we see the Reaper up there. Both Reapers up top, and now Creation's up there with them. Demonic's going to have to be careful. It's 2v1, and he's dead. And no Mercy Res this time. And Yawning Grave and Creation, DPS duo coming in. We have a lot of ults coming down. So far, nothing. The ults didn't kill anybody, but a couple other picks happen, and I hear a die getting canceled. Jibba with a crack headshot immediately just kills him. Cole, though, is getting a lot of good cleanup kills here. I hear a hammer coming down. Gets 1, it looks like. That's a free charge on the Demonic Warhead then. But both tanks back now, and the Lucio. So both tanks and a healer, at least for the Raptors, trying to hold it. And they're pushing up here, trying to stop that payload from moving anymore. Yawning Grave does pick off Ragnarok, though. That's a healer down.
I don't know if you've seen, but Ragnarok has been in the back lanes plenty often, trying to
playing
get some
Moira.
kills back there.
Playing Moira. Oh, here we go. We got a Reaper ult coming down. It's going to get responded with the Lucio ult. Doesn't get anything. Down he goes. And that's maybe a questionable grab Dragons. But with a minute left, I guess I respect that they really wanted to finish it up. So, unfortunately, 2 ults that they're not going to have for this next fight. But hopefully it's not going to be that impactful for them. We see a lot of switches coming through here. We see Demonic Warhead switching to Ashe now. And Creation getting a pick on the Ragnarok to start. It's definitely not what you want to see. And on to Jibba. Goodness. And
Nice.
the Reaper's in the back here, so Yawning's also trying to get some kills on the Reaper. Rebel Squad feeling really confident moving up here. They know that they've got... Okay, Demonic gets a pick on a Yawning, Coltrane getting another kill. Same with Creation. And this is just passive-aggressive Raptors crumbling right now. I think that's actually it right there. Okay, they're... Maybe the Moira touches? No, they're going to force him away. Excellent from the Rebel Squad. They're steamrolling that second point and getting the first map win.
I would agree. That was a strong outing there from Rebel Squad to take that map.
Definitely. So who's got play? It is Yawning Graves Junkrat. Rocky's bit donation apparently gives you Junkrat plays of the games, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying. Don't hold me to that, though. Ooh, and he got the Lucio mid ult, too. That is so clutch. Spectacular Junkrat play from Yawning Grave.
Look at that damage block by Dark Guardian.
That's a lot of damage.
It is a lot.
Well, spectacular first game here. Very action-packed. As per usual, almost no breaks in the fighting. It's going to be one of those nights that tests my voice. Wonderful.
A lot of great, like, DPS play, tank play, support play from, like, both sides. Like, that was super entertaining.
Absolutely. I love those kinds of games. But okay, so Kat, what do you think about Rebel Squad? What do they need to do to keep this train rolling?
Keep doing what they're doing. I like how they're starting out with, like, certain comps and filling them out, see if they're going after, like, a team fight, like, if he goes down to play something that more appropriately fits his team composition, and it works effectively. And you saw what he was able to do on the Hanzo. And then Yawning Grave coming up big with her Junkrat. So, yeah, I want to see more of that.
Definitely. Yeah, exciting stuff coming in from the Rebel Squad. On the other side, Raptors, They did so well on attack, but once that Hanzo came in, it was apparently just over. They didn't really have a good long range answer, and the Diva, whenever they sent the Diva up there, it felt like there was, we had Yawning Grave jumping up to kind of help protect, and we saw over and over again just Creation picking off the miscellaneous flankers that flew up to try and stop them. So excuse me. So what we need right now is, I would say the Raptors need to be able to find a way to dive in onto that sniper, because otherwise we're just going to keep seeing more of what we've seen so far. They did excellent otherwise. Really, it's just without them being able to stop the key DPS from Rebel Squad, they crumbled.
I want to comment that Malevolent Mango has cheered 200 bits. Go yawning go. So thank you, Mango. It was very kind of you. Pretty awesome stuff. And our tacos are doing wonderful with supporting their teams and their friends.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's see here. Happen to remember what our next map is?
Let
I'm
me
gonna have.
look.
I was gonna say I'm looking it up now. I was just kind of blind hope there. Okay, let's take a peek. Where are we? We are
Lijiang Tower. Well, Lijiang.
Lijiang. Yep. So we got Lijiang Tower here. Let me go ahead. Switch the maps. I just have a silly name for everything. Come on now.
I'll be back in 5 seconds.
I'm gonna count. Chat, count down the 5 seconds with me here. One. But anyway, so we're going to Lijiang Tower here, and that means I'm going to swap the team sides. Swap it all around.
Do the
Change
hokey
the name.
pokey.
Damn it, you said it. I realized it was going to happen, and I'm not happy about it. Okay. So I'm going to swap people around, then I'm going to swap players around, and then everybody's going to be happy. Right? Right. But so Lijiang Tower, what are you hoping to see here, Kat?
As usual on Lijiang, I do like to see Moira and Lucio in supports and running Rein's Zarya. So DPS you can, Pharah's usually good, Junkrat's good, Hanzo's good. You can mix it up with DPS, but in general I do like to see Rein's Zarya. And I have a feeling we're probably going to see some hamster here and try to get some boops.
Some boots?
And yep, that too. Also, Roadhog is always so popular here. Like I get so infuriated when I get hooked off the edge, like coming back from spawn. Um, so I'm thinking we're gonna see some hog.
Yeah, there's a distinct possibility of hoggage.
Hoggage.
Alright, let me just swap these boys
Yes.
over to red. Okay. So we've got our subs now for Rebel Squad, which was Echo Beast and and MV Valor coming in for Cole and Acting General. And I believe we're swapping for the Raptors. We're going to take Jibba out for Dr. Schuttenheimer. And I haven't decided how I'm going to approach that name in a way that's going to make me not giggle, but I'm hoping to come up with something.
And
Well
Rebel
played
Squad is
for
now
creative
Sass
name.
instead of Rhine,
Okay.
followed by some characters.
Oh, Lord. All right, so going to confirm with the captains that they are ready. All right. But yeah, on this map, it's pretty versatile what you can actually run. So really, you could go just about any direction, I'd say. Um, I personally have my fan. Oh, well, okay. I'm seeing icon switching. Now it's yeah, you're right. Now it's just sass.
A
I
lot of
support the
sass.
sass. I support that level of sass. That's my level of sass right there. Um, but yeah, you can really run anything. A lot of these control maps are just so versatile with what you can do and where you can do it. So I have a distinct impression we're probably going to see another sniper coming in from Rebel Squad, and I'm hoping that Mr. Dr. Schuttenheimer is going to come in and bring in maybe like a Winston or perhaps another sniper to try and counter him, because that's really what the Raptors need right now. Okay, and it looks like both teams are ready to go. I've swapped both sides. The names are right. So let's go for it. Let me double check the chat, see if I've done anything wrong. Alright, the chat has not commented that I've done anything wrong, so I'm assuming I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yet.
Yet is always the word, my friend. Alright, so no boats for me to yell at. Well, there's water down there. Oh, I see a boat! I see a boat down there. I'm going to shake at it. Damn boats. Thinking they own the water. Anyway, so with this particular one, it's always interesting to see if teams try and take advantage of this little ledge up here. You know, you can technically set something up here, and if the other team isn't paying attention, you can usually get a good couple seconds of pelting them with fire or sniper shots or arrows or whatever it is. So, curious to see if we're going to see that here. But, anyway.
This is also a great soldier map if he gets that high ground and
Oh, absolutely.
or Junkrat like dominating from there. You get that soldier ult, you can clear the board.
So, okay, we had a Widow coming in from Demonic, but has switched to the Genji. Can stop the Widow if he's mindful, so we'll see. Or stop the Hanzo. And on the other side, as I had figured, we do see another Hanzo coming in. We see Yawning Grave now switching to the tank on the Diva, Echo Beast on one of the healers, and then, ooh, we have a Tracer coming in from MV Valor. Alright, so we're out of the gate. Let's see what we get, ladies and gents. Both teams kind of meeting each other here. We see the Lucio and the Hanzo. Okay, so, yep, we have Rebel Squad, kind of their flankers hanging out on the side here. We see the Tracer coming around. Creation getting the first pick on the Demonic,
nice.
though. I'm going to occupy your mind. Not who I wanted, but that'll work.
Oh.
So teams are fighting. Ragnarok gets a pick on the Creation, so the DPS is down. Yawning Grave gets a kill on the Jandros, and Valor gets a kill on to Dr. Schuttenheimer. We'll see what we got. Rebel Squad feels like they're starting to take control here. Creation switch over to the Mei. Yep, there we go.
Ooh, already an ult.
Yep, Moira coming
Nice
in,
stuff.
trying to polish off that Lucio. Not going to get it just yet. Nope, not able to get anything. Just a little bit of healing and damage. Oh, there we go. Safety phone goes down to Dark Guardian. And still, nobody has taken this point. There it is. Rebel Squad takes it first, finally. And right now, we're getting a lot of pushback here. The Raptors are kind of getting shoved back to their own spawn. Creation getting a pick with that Mei right off the bat. That wall is going to stop some of the retreat. Oh, but we have a Genji going into the back. Along with the Diva Bomb coming from the other side. Diva Bomb gets two. Yawning Grave gets two there. Genji not able to get anything, unfortunately. So, good distracting dive from Demonic, but he ultimately goes down.
I think with an opposing Moira, you're not going to have much luck as Genji usually, so you might want to consider switching.
I would completely agree, especially since he already used his ult.
Yeah, being countered pretty heavily.
Alright, there we go. Oh, Diva Bomb coming in. Oh, Dark Guardian not quite able to get behind the wall there. Safety Foam also getting a pick on to Valor. Get out of the way, wall. Moira ult coming in for the Raptors. They get a D-Max, so Raptors are winning this fight right now. They need to push in. We see Baby Diva just kind of hopping around. Nobody's really taking advantage of the fact that she's Baby Diva yet. There we go, and she gets the remake. Fight still in the advantage of the Raptors. Oh, and that was immediately frozen. The dies still happened, but he was too frozen to do anything about it. So we have Barrier coming down. Ooh, that's a great Mei ult. We have a slam. Oh, good push, pushing that Lucio into the Mei ult. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but again, the picks are coming through for the Raptors. Despite a good coordination of ults by Rebel Squad, the Raptors are the ones that are profiting. And they need to get on point. It's just this Lucio. They're hunting him down now, maybe trying to stagger. Okay, they're going to let him go. Little Frogman does manage to get away. But
we do see a cheer from Rocky, 289 bits. Chatbot nerfed us. Thanks, Rocky. You are a treasure as always.
Is that what we're calling him now? Oh, we have Creations getting the freeze on the safety, getting the headshot there. Oh, dragons as well. We have just all sorts of nonsense coming in here. Oh, wow. Yawning Grave getting 2 again. I just realized now that Valor switched off the Tracer onto the Hanzo now. I didn't realize that switch happened. Ragnarok gets a pick back onto Valor, but Rebel Squad has won this fight pretty solidly. And that's going to bode pretty poorly since they're at 92% already. So they're going to be able to get back here. Oh, Genji coming in trying to just do a desperation ult. Gets a pick. Here's the Mei ult for the freeze. Oh, Valor's getting a pick on a safety foam there. And goes, and then
Nice
Valor
job
picks
by
off
Valor.
Demonic. Yawning Grave picks off Jandros, and that might be it because of that wall. Nope, Moira's able to get on point. Hammer comes down, gets the Diva, just kind of stops the Diva. Diva gets up and gets demacked immediately. And Mystical goes down. That is it. Body block from Dark Guardian is enough to stop Safety Mode from touching the point.
That's some great Hanzo play we saw by MV Valor. He's a recent pickup for Rebel Squad, and he just did an outstanding job keeping the opposing forces at bay, so great job.
Trying to show that Creation isn't the only sniper on the Rebel Squad, evidently.
So, yeah, Rebel Squad even more of a threat with multiple snipers.
So, I mean, I feel like the point I made is still kind of long-standing, where the Raptors need to address these sniper problems, either by a counter-sniper or a diver that can actually disrupt them. We see Creation switching over to the Wrecking Ball again, which we had for a bit, and we have Demonic switching to Doomfist. Schuttenheimer is now on the Pharah, so some switches all around from both sides. Well, mostly from the Raptors. They don't necessarily know about the sniper situation yet, but I feel like Pharah is a very risky pick. Oh, and okay. Demonic getting a pick onto Echo to start this, so pretty good start here. Demonic trying to get work done is that Doomfist. Kills the Diva. D-Mac and Dark Guardian. Wow. Okay, that happened. Demonic apparently is secret Doomfist main, and just wiped out most of the team. Valor picks him, but then Valor dies himself to Jandros Quandary, and we got a res onto Demonic Warhead anyway.
Great take here by the Raptors.
Doomfist, I guess, thinking about it, does feel like a good pick with this particular one because you're just always in a small room. So regardless of your punch, you're probably going to knock somebody into a wall.
Too true.
So we'll see here. Whoa, I see a 1,000-bit donation from Why You Can Really Dance. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wow, thank you, wow.
Once again, there's oh, look at that hammer! Look at that hammer! Excellent hammer! No shield, only swing! Going to town! That was like a 5-man from Jandros there. Well done! And then the rest of the team followed up. Perfect execution. Raptors we see life from them again. And Jandros showing that he's actually the sniper here, picking off Valor again with a fire strike. Oh, I love me some good ride play.
I want to go back to the 1,000-bit donation.
Oh, go ahead, yeah.
So thank you so much, Wow. That's like phenomenal. And you do take #1 on the leaderboard over a certain someone named Rocky Top.
Ooh.
So great job.
We got some battles coming in here for first place again. All right, we saw the Doomfist go up. I haven't seen him come down yet. Oh, he came down and killed Valor somewhere. All right, ult's coming through here. Demonic is tearing them apart as this Doomfist. It is merciless what he's doing to these poor Rebel Squad people. They have families, man. Come on. Oh, Desperation Diva Bomb gets no one. Creation kind of getting forced back there. 94, they got to get on the point. Hammer comes down just to stop from Jandros. Echo ends up, I think, getting slammed mid-movement and probably fell off for that. Lucio ult's going to keep the fight going, but, ooh, that's a good Zarya ult. Holding them all in place there. No kills just yet. Charge gets Dark Guardian, though. It's just this Diva now. Diva and the Lucio riding around there. So they need to address the Lucio, who is now on the ground, surprisingly. Here comes the Meteor Strike, straight up and down, trying to squish the frog really quick here.
Ragnarok, battle mersing, yes.
All right. So Demonic is just cleaning everybody that's not named Stony Baroni's Lucio right now. But Stony is keeping this going. Oh my god, he's literally killing everyone. So Stoney is keeping it going while the rest of his team is getting massacred on the ground. Justice coming through, still not on the Lucio. Lucio's on the ground. I'm watching Stoney right now as he desperately tries to keep Rebel Squad's hopes and dreams alive. Finally gets forced off the point, and it's enough. Wow.
That was a crazy stagger there. That was pretty amazing.
Excellent play there, staying alive by Stoney, but unfortunately, apparently Rebel Squad's their Achilles heel, their weakness is a Doomfist.
And I wonder how a Rebel Squad is going to come back from that. Like, how are they going to tackle countering a Doomfist for this map if we see it again?
I feel like you have to play it because that has been like the only thing we've seen really that has put a big thorn into Rebel Squad's side. So the switch we see is Creation now on the McCree, Valor switching over to the Pharah for Rebel Squad. So they're opting for kind of the stun or the long-range blow-em-up plan. We see Schuttenheimer switching off to the Reaper now for the Raptors. Here comes the Rockets already. Demonic taking a hit. And Ragnarok as well. So we have the Raptors getting to the point first here so far. But here comes the Doomfist trying to get some work done. Charge comes in. Ooh. Bubble is going to save him, though. Good bubble. Creation gets the pick on the Demonic and on a Mystical Angel, though. So Creation's McCree immediately paying dividends here. And on to Jandros. So, and Safety Foam. You want to kill anybody else, Creation, while I've got the ands going? You're welcome to. Whew, okay, well, there's the switch. We asked what it was. It was McCree. Demonic kind of alone in no man's land right now. Schuttenheimer does pick off Valor with the soldier he switched to. Yep, there he goes. Demonic goes down. Kind of going in there alone. That's risky. Yep, there it is. Ragnarok is going to res. Yawning Grave picks off Safety Foam to start, so that's a healer down for the Raptors. Oh, hello, Charge and other Charge. Demonic gets a kill on a Creation, though. Gets strikes back. All right, here we go. We have picks coming in for the Raptors so far. Dark Guardian, though, not taking it laying down. Ooh, and gets squished. They missed the Mercy. Mercy gets the res, dies immediately. Ooh, good slam to stop the charge. Heal is not going to be enough from the Moira. They've got an ulting Moira they need to take care of. Punches off the point and goes back onto the point. Echo trying to stay alive as long as they can, going down. I think that's got to be a recall here for Rebel Squad. Creation getting picking off Demonic as soon as he gets off, and he does get rest. And punches back to point. Holy crap, okay. I finally get to take a breath. So we see Valor has switched back to the Hanzo now, almost has an ult economy. Oh, well, there it is. There's the Dragons going straight onto the point. It's going to get followed up with the Lucio ult. So we have ults coming in. High Noon gets two. Picks off Mystic and Demonic. Hammer coming, does not come down. Dies before it happens, and the Soldier gets killed too! Oh, the Raptors are hemorrhaging ults left and right for nothing. And that's a team wipe. That was maybe a little ambitious from the Raptors there. They got a little too excited, and they started burning ults, and it did not end well for them, because now they have no ults economy after that fight, and got nothing for it. Whew, okay, so Rebel Squad set up pretty hard on the point here.
Ooh, Creations is there on the flank.
And he does get the pick. Yep, gets two right away. That dude is a madman. He's going to town. Rez does get onto Demonic here, who's found the McCree. Schuttenheimer apparently gets booped or runs off the ledge or something like that. All right, 92%. There we see the final assault coming in here for... Oop, and Demonic goes down for the Raptors. This is do or die time for the Raptors here. They're close, but they need to get something going. It's looking like... Okay, we do have a touch. This unfortunately... Schuttenheimer switched to a Bastion. Oh. All right, there we go. Safety Foam trying their darndest to get on the point, but in the end, it is not enough, and Rebel Squad picks up the second map win.
That was some crazy McCree play by Creations. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, Rebel Squad was looking for how to counter to that Doomfist, and they found it.
By God, they found it, but good. And speak of the devil, we have Creation coming in here. This was the team wipe, so oh, my heart bleeds for them for that one, but it's hard. You got to watch those ults when you know that they have hard CC, like, and that's what it comes down to. That is one way to counter Doomfist, is just hard CC him. Just if he's getting flashbanged, he can't charge, he can't punch you or jump or anything, and he can get shot pretty easily.
Rocky, thank you for the 300 bits. He has regained #1 on the leaderboard.
Of course, he has to. So Rebel Squad has now taken the second map. They are 2 wins up now. They have taken both of the maps we've played so far. So I gotta say, I was really pulling for the Raptors there for a minute when that Doomfist came out and all of a sudden everything turned. But this is a game of counters, and unfortunately, he was countered right back in that third map there. So it was not quite enough. Their Doomfist was not strong enough to overtake Creation's McCree, who apparently he's just been hiding in his back pocket this whole time.
A guy of many talents, I guess.
That's what you definitely want in a DPS, is that kind of flexibility. So can't really argue with that. But okay, let me see here. So Ragnarok has informed me there will be no more switches for the Raptors. They're ready with this lineup. And Cole, I do have to switch. And actually, because this was a control map, I don't have to switch them, and I technically didn't have to switch them before. I'm just getting ahead of the game. That's what we're going to call it.
You're being ultra prepared.
Absolutely. Alrighty then. So let's see here. So Raptors are good. Coltrane says we are going to take Stony and Valor out. So what do you think is the Raptors' key to taking this last map? What do they need to bring in here? Like, they brought in clearly one of their secret pocket picks in the Doomfist. Like, what do you think they need to be able to swing this in their favor for the last map?
Oh man, I mean, the Doomfist in that second map of Lijiang was like outstanding, but you can see that Rebel Squad came back to counter it, so they might have to try and focus Creations who swaps onto like the counter of what's needed, and does it to great effect. So they might have to try and focus him a bit more to try and turn the team fights into their favor.
I'm not sure who Darkness is. I don't think he was on anybody's lineup.
I don't know.
Yeah, a Darkness joined in the middle of this. I'm going to check the rosters, but I'm probably just going to boot them because I'm not sure who they are. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really hoping that we see some other crazy pocket pick from the Raptors, because clearly they've got tricks. They've got secrets here hiding in their sleeves. Like, we need to see more of that, because that worked really, really well.
I agree.
On the other side, Rebel Squad, they are adjusting very well to what the Raptors are trying to throw at them, and you can tell that they do have a wider hero pool than they're suggesting, which is what you want. You want to be able to keep stuff hidden away until the right moment. We hadn't seen Creation play a McCree up until that moment where he's just like, hey, by the way, I can McCree and you're all dead. High noon. But anyway, confirm with the captains that they are ready. Okay. So Ragnarok said that they're ready, waiting for Cole to confirm, and while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to double check my rosters here.
We do have to switch the map over to Temple.
Yes, we absolutely do. Thank you for looking that up for me. I appreciate you saving me the work.
What are co-casters for?
Being awesome. Alright, so Temple of Anubis.
Indeed.
Alrighty, so we got the Temple. Cool. So we have Temple. I don't have to switch anybody because I did last time, being ultra proactive. Alright, and I believe we are ready. So, here we go.
Excellent.
Final map of the evening, going to the Temple of Anubis. So we can definitely see a bunker here. I mean, neither team apparently wants to play it, but you could. Yeah, surprising lack of Bastion from either side, but I guess they're just both pretty satisfied with the 2-2-2. I'm calling this a boat. I want it to blow up now. There's a mid-air boat in front of them.
Bastion for a split second,
Okay,
but I don't believe he got back to point.
I don't think so either, and I'm not counting that. That doesn't necessarily count because it was just kind of a desperation pick at that point. But all right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, so we're going to have the Raptors on defense to start this time, and we will have Rebel Squad attacking. We see Schuttenheimer coming in as Anna now. They're running a triple healer comp, a 3-2-1 with 3 healers, 2 tanks, and the DPS of Ragnarok Sombra. And on the other side, we see a pretty standard 2-2-2. Guardian and Cole back on tanks. Creation bringing out the Widow this time over the Hanzo. And then Yawning Grave back on that Junkrat.
Widow's always a great pick here with the high ground opportunity, especially if Widow gets pocketed. Pretty safe from a deep usually.
Oh, we'll see what they're going to do here. So let's go. Pretty standard positioning here from the Raptors up on this little ledge here. And we see Rebel Squad trying to go through, but the Orisa halt is dragging the team apart. So we have kind of a separation. Rebel Squad fighting to get themselves back together and kind of complete this rotation they're trying to make. The team is kind of split up here. We see the Junkrat has gone to the high ground. Hack coming in onto Dark Guardians Reinhardt, but there's a pick already on Schuttenheimer's Anna. Ragnarok getting a pick on the Yawning, though, in return. Rebel Squad has started to regroup on the point here. Ragnarok picking off Reclaimer as well. Ragnarok is starting to go on a bit of a tear here. Charge just kind of pops up for Guardian, doesn't get any kills. Demonic picking off Coltrane. Mystical Angel's going to lose the mech, but this feels like this is a one fight for the... Oh! Ill-advised ult from Echo Beast ends up getting nothing. Creations does get a pick on a Mythic Angel who was demeched, but little late there.
And we're gonna see a hold here. So
yeah, very successful hold.
First charge by Rebel Squad, but we will see a hold.
Creation does have their ult now, but when they've used it, but again, not really as effective as we saw on that Hanzo from before. We see Rebel Squad going the other way now, sneaking their way into the buildings here, and we'll see how the Raptors are going to respond. Creation getting a pick on the safety foam. I think this is your better strategy here because now you're pulling the Raptors' defenses to the other side, which opens it up for the Widow. Demonic gets a pick. Oh, and Reclaimer gets a pick. Ragnarok and... Okay, they're was fighting back and forth. But it looks like Rebel Squad is going to take it here. There's not really that much defense left. Moira's going to retreat, so... Okay, it only took the second try, but Rebel Squad is able to take it with a little less than 2 minutes left here. Alright, so, once again...
I think they're gonna...
Go ahead.
Oh, go for it. You.
Okay. I was going to say that once again we're seeing Creation on a sniper is having huge effectiveness against these Raptors who still haven't quite found their answer to it. We see Schuttenheimer has switched off of the Anna onto the Soldier. Jandros gets the first pick on Yawning Grave here. It was getting healed, so no death yet. Okay, there's the attempted hack coming in. Hasn't got any yet there. Gets the Reinhardt now, who does have a hold. Demonic getting a pick on a Creation, so Sniper is down. Demonic getting a pick with that, you know, Moira, who is a DPS hero after all. But information-wise, with the ult economy, the Raptors are aware now that both of the tanks have their ultimates with those hacks. Or maybe that was just... Dark Guardian got hacked at least once. I thought I saw Cole get hacked, but either way.
Or attempted hack.
Yeah. Echo Beast getting a pick on his safety foam. Here comes the Diva Bomb into the back. Doesn't get anyone. Yawning Grave as well getting a pick onto Ragnarok. Getting a little vengeance for those kills earlier. And we have ult coming in now from Lucio from one side. Hammer down comes through, and that might just be it right there.
We might see an ult.
Ooh, that's a 5-man right there. That was a huge hack, but... Ooh, Cole's going to live there. Oh, no, he's not. Alright, now ults are starting to pile through. That was a great hack. Unfortunately, nobody was really there to take advantage of it. Now we got Moira's crossing the streams, Dragons coming through, another Lucio ult coming in from safety foam, gets trapped and died. Here comes the Junkrat tire. It kills Jandro's Quandary. Okay. I thought that was going to be a Diva Bomb from that little loop that was done there. Soldier ult coming through now. Ultapalooza it is, and he's trapped, and he's dead. Yawning Grave has been throwing it in like the same spot, and they keep walking into it, unfortunately. We have Orisa trying to come back. We have Lucio as well for the Raptors. Just holding on as long as they possibly can, draining the clock out. And there's that last-minute Bastion that we've seen before. Trying to set up. Oh no, you need to get on the point, bro! Like, no! Alright, and then strong take from the from Rebel Squad there at the end.
I would say so. They looked strong and unified that whole, first push on both.
Definitely, yeah. It was good to see the Raptors on that first hold there, that they were able to disrupt what Rebel Squad was trying to do, and honestly, that's why I personally like playing Orisa on defense here, is because if somebody tries to go in through this right-hand side on the attackers, it's so easy to disrupt with the Halt, where you have a Lucio-boosted couple of DPS and maybe one of the tanks screaming out to try and keep moving, and the Reinhardt or maybe somebody else is still behind. You can pull them apart and then destroy them individually rather than one whole. So that is the risk that you run if you end up trying to go through that right-hand side, I've noticed. Oh my god.
You mean on second point or first point?
On the first point here. I was watching it on my camera view, and have you seen why I've oh my god it?
I have indeed. Two.
Not one, but two Bastions now.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
If you're looking at it from the defender's perspective, and on their right-hand side, I don't really like to go that side because there's like always a Junkrat or something that's going to prevent you from coming down that way, and it builds their ult, so it's
a risk.
Usually always better to go down the middle or on the right-hand side.
So we have a bunker from both sides, apparently, which is confusing me on the attacker's perspective, but okay. So now both teams are going to kind of see, and here it is. There's that Halt that pulled out a couple of people. Like, that's what I'm talking about as far as the risk goes. And already Ragnarok is dead for the Raptors. The rest of the Raptors able to make it up here. So they lost one of their DPS. The Junkrat is up here right now to meet them. Yawning Grave trying to get as much done as they can. But the Bastion already set up for Rebel Squad means that there's going to be a lot of trouble. Creation on that. Oh, but it's hacked. So right now, at least, that Bastion is down. The rest of... Oh, there we go. Pick on the Yawning Grave. So now we have the Bastion for Raptors set up there, getting pocketed by the Baptiste. Creation, in the meantime, getting a pick on the point with his Bastion, though. Alright, Echo Beast picking off Jandros. So we have just kind of the Bastion and the healer here. But why does it go there? That's not what I wanted. Oh, there's a pick. So it feels kind of like desperation right now. Like... Oh, maybe not. Oh, wow. Okay, so Rebel Squad's kind of letting this Bastion go to town on the rest of their team. They haven't really sent anybody up to answer. So we have Bastion ulting from Rebel Squad. And I'm just kind of watching this Bastion right now from his vantage point. And he was... There was a D.Va one that went up there at some point, but that is all the contest that Rebel Squad was willing to donate to try and stop him. And with that Baptiste just throwing the immortality field, the damage boost field, and all the healing, that Bastion just ripped him apart. I would say that that's kind of a mishap, a misplay from Rebel Squad, not giving enough of a mind to kill that Bastion earlier.
It seems like it's so unexpected, and I know I've never seen a Bastion up there, and the fact that he's getting pocketed by Baptiste with immortality field, like that's a pretty good spot.
It is. I mean, I feel like the Raptors have to have practiced that. That doesn't really feel like a sudden pickup thing. Creation has switched off of his Bastion and has now gone back to that signature. Hanzo just hopping up, taking quick pot shots with his arrows. We see the Raptors are trying to force a play here, but Jandros' shield is down now. The Zarya is going to help keep him alive. Good hack. Good 5-man hack there. Here comes the tire. Screaming in from the side. Yawning was unaffected by that. Alright, Diva Bomb comes down after the... Oh, all of those ults. The Immortality Field's only going to really protect you from one. So layering the ults, like the Rebel Squad did, is enough to stop this push. Whew, okay.
Great strats on both sides to try and get those game-changing ults. But ultimately, Rebel Squad took it back.
Yeah, I think this is the time that you need to switch off this attack Bastion. I don't think you're going to really get much work done with it here. They may prove me wrong, but right now I feel like switching to anything else is probably the play here. For now, just kind of set up and shooting bullets straight down the lane here, killing shields and whatnot. We see Rebel Squad's kind of retreated to the wings while this is going on. Their own Immortality Field on point to just make sure that that Bastion's not able to quick pick anybody. Coltrane getting a pick onto Ragnarok, though. Ooh, and okay, Schuttenheimer gets a pick onto Reclaimer's Mercy. That is big. But what are they going to do with it? It looks like they're trying to go over to their left here, right on the defender's side. Yawning Grave gets a pick onto it to main tank, though. Yeah, Mercy's going to come back. Yawning Grave getting a lot of work done on this Junkrat right now. And that's going to kind of force a retreat, I'd have to think. Yeah, and Creation getting a pick on a safety foam as well. We see the Sombra was on point as a quick distraction here, but ultimately this has got to be a full retreat, I think, from the Raptors so that they don't get anybody badly staggered. Like Ragnarok there.
Ooh.
Yeah, tried to get a little close.
With that sonic arrow. So.
Yep. I believe he was highlighted, so unfortunately that'll get you killed. Oh, wow. Bastion getting kind of flipped back by that Holt. So, Yawning Grave going down after throwing down that damage boost field. And Rebel Squad, all they have to do is just go off to the wings like they're doing, and they're going to be fine.
Yes. I mean, if he had a Symmetra to get him, or a Mei to get him in some other opportune spot, that'd be a little bit of a different thing. But it's very easy to hide from a Bastion.
All right, here we go. Well, that's Dragons, and we have the Zarya ult coming in from the other side from the Raptors, and it does nothing. It was launched with no one to follow up with it. Kind of a misplay there. Again, and I'm going to cite this Bastion as the wonky pick. I feel like anything else would probably be more effective. Trying to get set up and trying to do some damage. And he's fighting a damage with field. Both Immortality Fields are stacked on top of each other right now. So, I mean, we've got the stall Creation getting kind of Ragnarok again. That does not bode well for the Raptors. That Sonic Arrow and just we know how effective Creations is pretty deadly to a Sombra right now.
Indeed.
So we have a bit of a force coming in on the side.
We're seeing some ults come online. So this could be an opportunity for the Raptors to see this.
Well, here comes the Diva Bomb. Immortality Field. Going to keep everybody alive, though. But here, okay, wow. We have a couple picks coming in from Ragnarok and Demonic, but then Mystic is going to go down to that Junkrat tire. So this is the best opportunity we've seen. Hammer gets the Orisa, but no charge onto the point says that Orisa is going to be fine. So we have another Zarya ult coming down. Charge goes through. It does kill Echo Beast Baptiste. Picks coming from both sides, but it's feeling like this is another Rebel Squad win here.
We're down to the last minute and a half of this map.
Yeah, time has been ticking with these different attempts that the Raptors have been trying to make, but ultimately it hasn't been as effective as it could be. I feel like we need to see a little bit more flexibility. Like, bring that Doomfist back out. Bring something else back out. Like, we know that the Raptors are capable of it, and I'm not sure why they're trying to force this Bastion strategy to work.
That is a very good question.
So they're trying to set up the Bastion.
Strat.
Bastion's undefended. Okay, now, okay. Oh, well, this again, I've and Dr. Schuttenheimer got a couple picks. That's 3 picks onto Rebel Squad. Right now, Raptors need to push this immediately. Oh, make that 4. So it's just the Mercy and the Junkrat that are kind of hiding in the room here. Here comes that Junkrat tire. It does get popped by the Bastion. So there's a 3-man hack over on the side there. Immortality Field's down, and this Bastion now set up on the point is going to be pretty hard to kill. Or where'd he go? Here comes all the ults. All of them. But again, here we go. We have Rebel Squad. They lost a bit of a foothold, and they brought it right back there. Unfortunately, the Raptors not able to clean up, and that feels like that's probably going to be all she wrote, unfortunately. Ooh. Yep. Only person that could have touched was Ragnarok, and he's dead. So that will do it. Rebel Squad with the clean 3-0 sweep here.
Great job by both teams. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. It looks like we're probably going to have an interview after this play of the game.
And Creation with the Hanzo getting play of the game.
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reach out to Cole and Guardian.
Oh, jeez. F in the chat for that one, jeez. But yeah, excellent effort from the Raptors there. We saw some interesting things that kind of worked, but only to a point. Like, I don't know. I don't want to broken record it, but I definitely think like the Raptors got stuck in what they were trying to do, and they really needed to make a change there.
Yeah, that would probably be my suggestion too. If something is broken, you gotta fix it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Cole has responded, and we would like to interview Yawning.
Yawning Grave is going to be the sacrifice.
I think she has to leave her group, is it?
Correct, yep. They either that or they have to prioritize party, because we are in a party chat, so theoretically if you just invite them to the party we should be good. Theoretically. I would if I had Yawning Grave added, but I don't.
And Cole also said creations as well.
I mean, we can bring them both in. That's fine. Let's see. I suppose we can do this the long way, too. Alright, give us just a moment here. Did you want to try and get Yawning, and I'll try and get Creation? Oh, I'm on Creation here. Let's see here. Go away. Chat and party. Okay, Creation I have invited. Yawning Grave, we'll try you next. Chat and party. Okay. Alright, and there's Creations. Welcome, Creations. It do win. It do win. So congratulations on yours and Rebel Squad's win here. Fantastic play from you and the rest of the squad. So we saw a couple of interesting picks there. Mostly the Hanzo. So are you just a filthy Hanzo main, or talk to me about the Hanzo play? Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Really quick,
Yep. Okay. There you go. Let's see here. I also invited Yawning, so hopefully 3 invites will be enough to get them in here. So if you go into the PlayStation party and you go to the party settings there, one of the options, allow your voice to be shared, just change it to always allow. We're doing excellent. Chat, what do you think? Little bit of technical changes. Yep. Yep, if you changed it to that. Okay, cool. Chat. Chat, tell me. All right. All right. So both of you have changed your settings to always allow in the party chat thingy? Okay. All right, as it should. All right. So,
So
anyway,
go for it.
um, no, you. Hey, I asked the question. You go ahead.
Creations, talk to us about your Hanzo. Like, how was that able to work so effectively against Ragnarok Alex's Sombra?
I hate Sombras, and like, I honestly I do. So like, I know for a fact they're always gonna be somewhere on me, because like at this point I know that I'm a threat. So I'm always aware now, and when I hear that little ding ding ding, I'm already looking for her. You know, like I was looking for that. I wasn't even like, I don't care about the other fight. It was me and Sombra all the way.
Right.
There was 1v1.
Fair
I was
enough.
to be fair, I was standing far right just to like keep an eye on it too, because she kept
Yep.
like she came on my side a couple of times too. So I was like, okay, and I was trying to stay away from everybody so I didn't get EMP'd. So
And we did
I
notice
think we were both like,
that you were often up there, especially on like Dorado. I can recall several times when you were kind of supporting creation while it was all going on. So you guys were working in tandem very excellently for everything.
yeah, I mean, Simply and I have actually played for a really long time together before we even joined the Discord. So
Sure.
I think maybe that helps us have like some kind of like synergy.
Absolutely.
Kind of, yeah. So it does help a lot that we kind of know each other's play styles and stuff, and we know what's up.
Okay. So one thing that I do want to point out, the one stumbling point that you guys really had was that Doomfist. So talk
We
to
don't wanna
me
talk about
about. You don't want to talk about that. Well, too bad. I gotta ask the tough questions.
That Doomfist was bouncing me around like a ping pong ball as Diva, and I was like, got fed up, and that's why I switched to Ariza.
Yeah, we
because,
didn't expect that at all, man.
Yeah, we
It was
didn't
more of
expect
like a surprise thing where we're just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Yeah.
So the chat has said they apparently still can't hear you guys.
Oh no.
What the heck?
It says,
I was gonna say. Yeah, and that should be all. Okay, weird.
Yanni, what
It's
was
the
your
chat, man. You don't know the evil of the chat, okay? None of you know that. But
Yanni,
anyway,
what was your favorite moment of the match today?
My play in the game. I was
Absolutely.
super excited when I destroyed. Like I was able to stop Lucio's ult and the tire. Like
that was
I got
very
all
excellently
super good.
played.
That's probably my favorite point of the night. To be fair, like
that was lit.
But-
that felt so good. Not gonna lie.
So I do want to come back to that Doomfist because you guys beat it. Like you came back and they threw that Doomfist at you again. But the McCree apparently was the counter. So is that something that you guys had practiced? Like, all right, this is kind of our fallback, or was that just kind of like a screw it, we're going McCree? I think that's the answer.
I think we all tried to switch to something because I can be familiar with Ariza. Like I've played her.
Sure.
So I switched to her because I was like, nope, I'm not getting tossed around in the air. Like this is not happening, kind of deal. And Simply's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be McCree and hope this works.
Well, and by God, it did.
Yeah, because I don't play McCree at all. So like, I mean, I
Really?
play hit scans, but I don't play McCree. I only went McCree just for the sole reason of like, I'm probably gonna miss my shots, but I'm gonna stun them and we're all gonna fuck him up. Because like, he was the
Yeah.
main problem that we had.
If you get the focus like that, then yeah, like I had mentioned in the cast, like hard CC is Doomfist's enemy. So you just get that quick flashbang, and if you guys can focus it, you don't need to hit your shots if 100 other
Yeah.
shots are getting fired in that direction. So, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna give props to you both. You did great job, like leading your team with DPS, and Yanni, you on the Junkrat. I mean, I think if Rocky was watching that, he has a lot to live up to in his next game.
gotta step up your game there, Rocky. You got competition now.
Rocky don't
might have
want
to-
it, bro.
We might have to see a 1v1 at some
Hey,
point.
us Junkrat mains gotta stick together, you know. So.
Oh, but that's not the battle royale. Come on, we gotta have the Junkrat battle royale.
No, I mean, I'm really not that person. Like, I literally come in to have a good time. I hope everybody plays their best and they enjoy themselves. Like, I'm not about ready to trash talk people. Like, I'm not gonna be tricked into doing that. I love everybody's gameplay. Like, no, the passive aggressive Raptors, they had us going. Like they are very formidable team. Like, I was impressed, like, very much so. Like, I was surprised with that Doomfist and everything. So,
Definitely.
I think everybody played their like very best, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Some great gamesmanship there. So I commend you for that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you both for joining us in the booth this evening, and once again, congratulations to both of you guys and to Rebel Squad on that fantastic 3-0 win. Right? Hey. Well, I mean, I'm just going to look over at Kat and remind you that both of you haven't played either of our teams yet, so we'll see. All right. Great games, guys. Thank you for joining us. Well, I love energetic interviews. But yeah, that was excellent. Great to hear from both of the. I mean, they both got play of the games. Both of the stars of Rebel Squad tonight. I imagine they're both going to be the target of a lot of celebration this evening. So I do want to check, unless you have it up, what our next match is, so that I can shamelessly advertise it. Okay. I think I'm going to beat you. It is Sunday. You are correct. So, everybody, our next game in the Nerfed League is going to be this Sunday, June 9th. It is going to be Nova versus the Nacho Daddies at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. I don't know what time it is at you. Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening for another fantastic broadcast here. Kat, thank you for joining me in the booth, and I look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday.
Have a good night, guys.